Megan O'Leary here with Nick Diaz. We're at UFC 143 Open Workouts at Mandalay Bay in Las Vegas. Nick, before we talk about the fight, I want to talk to you about the marathons and triathlons you do. First of all, how did you get into this? Because I just did a half marathon and thought I was going to die. So how did you take this as a hobby?
My grandfather was a track coach. His name was Don Womble. They actually built a track, like a track and field track, after him, like in his name, in Lodi at Lodi High School. So I've always been out running. If I got in trouble at school, I'd have to go to high school after school, and then I'd have to run with the runners. So I was doing that when I was really young age. So I had a lot of pretty decent running background. I'm not the strongest runner. I like to do triathlon, and that's not always my fastest split. I started swimming somewhere in like kindergarten. Yeah, and I was on the swim team until high school, and I wanted to wrestle, so I didn't want to swim. I wanted to play football and wrestle. I wasn't really digging the whole swimming thing anymore, so I started kind of acting a little hardcore there for those 2 years, and I got into boxing in the backyard and found jiu-jitsu, and then once I wanted to up my athleticism, I just went back to my roots, I guess, swimming and running, and just as an endurance athlete. And I think that's a lot of the reason why I excelled in the beginning with jiu-jitsu and boxing. So I just ended up, on account of that, I spent more time on the mat. I spent more time moving around boxing, and it wasn't as hard work for me on account of the athleticism that I built over the years, just swimming and just doing normal workouts. People don't realize that a lot of swimmers out there, not everybody swims. It's really people, like, if everybody in this room all of a sudden had to swim, most of us, probably everybody here, a few people might be decent swimmers, but most people drowned. Like, this place filled up with water, everybody started panicking. Only some of us.
I'd hold on to you probably.
Water for so long, a lot of people would panic and drown, and I hate that idea, that feeling. So I think that a lot of people should kind of go learn how to swim if you don't know how to swim. But yeah, I just I got back into running and swimming once I started doing MMA. It was what helped me excel in the first place, and so I jumped back in.
Do you feel like it's a big stress reliever for you, like something that gets you out of the gym and kind of gets to clear your mind? And also, we see these races affect people for weeks. If someone does a triathlon, they can't walk for a few days. But is it hard on your body, or is it something you're ready for?
It feels good to be able to go 100%, like in the gym and training, and then just be able to go into these other workouts and feel great and go 100% again. And if I was to do the same one every day, it doesn't work out as well. Like, if I was gonna just train MMA every day, by the third day it's gonna be really hard on my body. But if I switch it out and I do some road work in between, then I can go really hard. I can go really hard out on the road, and then also I'll be able to go really hard in the gym the next day. But if I was to do 2 gym days, or 3 gym days in a row, I'm not going to be able to go 100% and 100% and 100%. But if I switch it out, I'm going to be able to do a gym day 100%, a road day 100%, and a gym day 100%. And it gives the other muscles in your body a chance to relax, and then the other ones that are under work a chance to build. And I think that it's just good for what we're doing out here. A lot of people are trying to put in extra time, on a jump rope or getting a run in here and there, and that's all they do, just a little bit, and it really makes a huge difference. So I think that, people should try to put in that extra mile.
We've had other fighters say that you and your brother have this ability to almost zap energy from your opponent because you're always coming forward, you're always throwing some sort of punches. Do you attribute that to some of these workouts you do and the way that you train as opposed to the way a lot of other guys in the UFC train?
Yeah, I train in zones, and I train in, different, I'm not so much of an explosive strength athlete, and I know how other people's endurance works, and I know a lot about people and how they work and what type of fighter or person or pretty much what makes them go, and you know, you just gotta kind of tap into that. And
You say you know how a lot of people work. Let's look at the matchup with you and Carlos. How does he work? Where do you feel that you're better than him, and where do you feel you have the advantages or disadvantages?
Really, I got to go out there and we're gonna get out there and see. You know, he's the best there is, and that's why I'm here to compete against the best. So.
All right, finally, is it going to be weird having GSP root for you? Is that going to be a weird feeling?
I don't know. I don't think he's rooting for me. I don't think that. I think a lot of the stuff. I think you know, people are saying things right now, just you know, saying what they want them to say and doing what they want them to do. You know, I don't think you're gonna get any real. I don't think you're gonna get any real feelings out of any of these guys that are fighting me. I think they're just gonna say what these cameras want them to say and do what they want them, you know, pretty much do what they're expected to do. And so
you don't think he's truly rooting for you?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think that he says that, you know, he wants me to win because that's what you know, that's what it calls for. You know, that's what everybody right now is pushing him to say, and that's what everybody's pushing for. So.
All right. Well, good luck on Nick. I have to say, everybody is looking forward to this fight. Can't wait to see you.
Thank you.